The world is fighting the Wuhan virus. Guess what China is fighting? It's Muslims. China's war against Xinjiang has touched a new low. Reports claim that Chinese authorities have built a toilet, a public toilet, on the site of a demolished mosque. This happened in the Atush region of Xinjiang. The mosque in the Suntag village was demolished in the year 2018. 2 years later, a public toilet stands in its place. Was there a dire need for a public toilet in this area, at this specific spot? In the interest of fairness, let's see what this place is like. The people of Suntag have toilets at home, and the village barely receives any tourists. So locals say there was no need really for this particular public toilet. Chinese authorities perhaps knew this well, which is why the new stalls have not even been open to public. They've just built them. So we are back to the same question. What was the need to build this toilet, especially on the site of an erased mosque? The truth is bitter. China wants to target the Uyghur Muslims of Xinjiang. China has destroyed, listen to this, 70% of the mosques in Xinjiang. With this toilet, it is only adding insult to injury. And this is not the first such incident. Let me give you an example. In 2019, China destroyed the Azna Mosque. Do you know what's come up in its place now? A store that sells alcohol and cigarettes. In other words, items forbidden in Islam. In the Hotan city, authorities are trying to build an underwear factory in the place of a demolished mosque. Do you see the pattern? Beijing has destroyed between 10,000 to 15,000 mosques in Xinjiang in the last 3 years. And this is according to the Uyghur Human Rights Project. The Guardian published this report last year. It had satellite images of the Imam Asim Shrine. This particular shrine is located in the Taklamakan Desert. It used to attract Muslims from across the Hotan Oasis. China recently tore down the buildings around the shrine. It also demolished the mosque. And here is the result. The place is deserted. Take a look at the pictures before and after. There are similar images from Xinjiang's Kargilik town. The mosque here was razed in the year 2018. Why is China doing all of this? Why is it demolishing mosques in Xinjiang? Because it wants to erase the unique identity of Uyghurs. It wants to sinicize Islam, meaning make Islam Chinese. And China is not shy of saying it out loud. In 2019, China passed a 5-year plan to quote-unquote guide Islam. This is what they said, guide Islam to be compatible with socialism. The government of China also launched a mosque rectification campaign. Here's something else you should know. There are 22 million Muslims in China, including 11 million Uyghurs. China wants to blend them into the Han society. That is the majority race, the Han Chinese. And Beijing would go to any lengths to achieve this. It has unleashed a genocide in Xinjiang. It has jailed 1.8 million Uyghurs. It has killed many and harvested their organs. Women are being raped, men are being sterilized, and children, they're being taken away from their parents. China has waged a war on its own Muslims, their culture, their history, and their religion. Those in Xinjiang cannot do much about it. Those outside can, but they aren't. China's actions should provoke the Muslim world, but they remain silent. Saudi Arabia, the self-appointed leader of the Muslim world, will not say a word against China. Turkey, which wants to dethrone the Saudis and project itself as the rightful leader of the Muslim world, what is it doing for the Muslims of China? Rounding them up, the ones who've escaped China, and handing them over to Beijing. Pakistan, it pretends it doesn't even know what's going on in Xinjiang. Malaysia says it will not criticize China because China does not respond well to criticism. And Iran, it's actually justifying China, saying that Beijing is serving Islam by suppressing the Uyghurs. What about the rest of the world that claims to uphold human rights? It has watched China's Muslims being killed by the Chinese state and not lifted a finger. China has built a toilet and the world has flushed its conscience.